Hi friends, my name is Gracie and welcome to Get Your Play Online. Today, for today's Theme Thursday, we will be learning how to make our own board games. The materials you will need to create your own board game are several different colored pieces of paper, some markers, a glue stick or liquid glue, a pair of scissors, and some dice. Instead of dice, you can also use a spinner. If you go online, you can find a lot of free printables like this. So the first thing that you'll want to do is pick a theme for your game. So this could be pirates, under the sea, animals, jungle, whatever you want it to be. For my example though, it will be an under the sea theme. So the next thing I'm going to do is make some pieces for my game. So here I have 5 different colors. I have red, orange, green, purple, and pink. So I can make 5 different pieces, all in 5 different colors for my game. Now I'm going to get out my markers and start drawing the fish pieces for my game. So here I have 5 little fish pieces that I can use to move around the board, and I also have some dice that I can roll so I know how many spaces to move. Next up, we're going to make some rules. This is where you will do some brainstorming to think about how you want your game to actually work. Some questions to consider for this step are: how will you decide who will go first? Can people work together and be on a team, or should they play by themselves? What is the end goal? How do you win the game? Is there strategy involved, or is the game won by chance? Do you roll a dice, or do you use a spinner? Or do you use cards like in Candyland? So here are the rules for my game. In my game, each player will choose a piece and roll the die, which is the name for just one of the dice, and the player who rolls the highest number will begin. So here are the pieces, here are the dice. And the person who rolls the highest number gets to start. They will then start on a square that matches the color of the fish that they chose. And the game is for up to 5 players, but you have to have at least 2. The second rule is that you win by being the first person to get to 10 points, and these points are represented by tokens which you will win by doing different challenges. In the game, there are 3 different challenges, and then there is also another way to get points. So the first challenge is trivia, the second is rock, paper, scissors, the third is 2 truths and a lie, and the fourth way to get points is through free spaces, and these are spaces that match the color of the fish that you choose. So for the trivia challenge, you will have trivia cards, and an opponent of yours will ask you a question, and if you get the answer right, then you get a point. And if you get the answer wrong, then you don't get a point. The next challenge is rock, paper, scissors, and you go against an opponent, and whoever wins gets a point. The next challenge is 2 truths and a lie. So you tell 2 things that are true about you and 1 that's made up. And if they can't guess which one is made up, then you get a point. The last way to get a point is by landing on a free space that matches the color of your fish. You automatically will get a token. Now we're going to lay down the background on our board game. So we're using the cardboard and we're putting down different pieces of blue paper because our theme is under the sea. So here are my little pieces for the game, and we'll put those aside for now. Next, I'm going to cut out pieces for my free spaces that I talked about. And I want these to match the colors of my fish. Now to make sure they're all the same size, I'm going to layer them on top of the other colors. So I've got my red one, I'm going to layer that on the pink one, just to make sure I'm cutting out the same size. And I'll do the same with my orange-yellow color. Now I'm going to arrange my pieces all around the board. I want them to be nice and spaced out, so that's why I'm doing it before my other pieces. So here I'm just gluing them down with my glue stick. Next, I'm going to cut out pieces for the other spaces. Here I'll be using a darker blue so that it stands out from the lighter blue background. Now I just need to go glue everything down. So now I'm going to get ready to label my spaces. I'll use a red marker for the trivia questions, a green marker for rock, paper, scissors, a purple marker for two truths and a lie, and a blue marker for the free spaces. As I go around my board, I switch off between trivia, rock, paper, scissors, and two truths and a lie. And then the multicolored spaces that I already put down earlier are all of my free points. And remember, those spaces match the colors of my fish pieces. Now it's time to decorate our board. Here I'm drawing some seaweed to go with the under the sea theme. Now I'm going to make a sign for the title of our game, called Under the Sea. We're almost there. Now we just have to make some tokens. So here I'm just drawing some tokens and I'm going to cut some of them out so that we can win points in the game. I'm also going to make trivia cards. The sample question that I'm making is, what is a baby whale called? The options are a colt, a calf, a joey, and a kid. And I underlined the correct answer, which was a calf. Now we are all ready to play our game. I rolled the dice to figure out which piece goes first. I'm going to go with the green piece, and he is going to start on the free green space. Now I will roll the dice again to figure out how many spaces to move. So I can move 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I landed on 2 truths and a lie, where I will tell 2 things that are true and 1 that's made up. I had so much fun making a game with you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all enjoy your very own board games, and I will see you next time at Get Your Play Online. Bye!